Picture this. It is 4 p.m., you are completely exhausted. You hand your 3-year-old a tablet loaded with a premium, expensive educational app. Around them on the floor is a sea of plastic toys that light up, sing the alphabet, and promise to boost their IQ. You watch them tap the screen, matching colors and shapes, and you breathe a sigh of relief. At least they are learning, right? At least you are preparing them for kindergarten. You think that by buying the right educational toys and downloading the best toddler apps, you are wiring their brain for success. You want to give them every possible advantage. But neuroscience reveals a completely counterintuitive, almost uncomfortable truth. The human brain, especially before the age of 5, does not learn from glowing screens or passive plastic buttons. It learns from human friction. By relying on educational technology, you are accidentally starving their brain of the exact raw materials it needs to build complex intelligence. By the end of this video, you are going to learn why the toy industry is lying to you and the exact 4 zero-cost daily microhabits you must do to physically wire your child's brain for lifelong resilience, focus, and genius. But before we throw the tablet out the window, take a deep, grounding breath. If your living room currently looks like a chaotic toy store and you use an iPad just to get a moment of peace to drink your coffee, you are not a bad parent. You are surviving. We are raising children in an era of unprecedented parental anxiety. The billion-dollar toy and tech industries have weaponized your love. They have aggressively marketed the lie that if you do not buy their interactive, battery-operated learning systems, your child will fall behind before they even start school. They profit off your fear. You bought those toys because you are a deeply invested, loving parent who wants the best for your child. But you have been misled about how a child's brain actually develops. True brain building is completely free, and it requires absolutely 0 batteries. Let's decode this. What is physically happening inside your child's brain right now, and why screens and light-up toys actually slow down their development? Right now, your child's brain is in a state of explosive, unrepeatable growth. Before the age of 5, their brain is creating up to 1 million new neural connections, called synapses, every single second. This speed will never happen again in their entire life. This is the foundation of their future intelligence. That the brain operates on a ruthless biological rule: use it or lose it. This is a process called synaptic pruning. The brain strengthens the neural pathways that are actively used and physically deletes the ones that are ignored. When a child sits passively staring at a highly stimulating screen or pushing a single button on a toy to make it sing, their brain is entirely passive. It is receiving an artificial dopamine drip without having to do any complex problem solving. Because they aren't using their spatial reasoning, emotional regulation, or creative pathways, the brain assumes those pathways are unnecessary, so it prunes them. It deletes them. To build a thick, unbreakable prefrontal cortex, the logic and executive function center of the brain, your child needs active, somatic, messy, physical interaction. They need you. If you are tired of being manipulated by the billion-dollar parenting industry and want to build your child's brain using actual neuroscience, take 1 second to hit that subscribe button. Let's keep decoding these brilliant brains together. Now, let's look at the 4 daily microhabits that actually build genius. We are going to replace the expensive toys with 4 incredibly simple, highly targeted microhabits. These require 0 money and very little time, but they deliver a massive neurological impact. Habit 1, 15 minutes of floor time. You need to physically get down on the floor with your child for exactly 15 minutes a day. But there is a strict rule. You must leave your adult agenda behind. No phones, no teaching, no quizzing. Do not hold up a block and ask, "What color is this?" When you quiz them, you hijack their play. During floor time, you grant them 100% autonomy. They are the director, and you are the enthusiastic actor. If they want to pretend a cardboard box is a hat, you put the box on your head. Giving them absolute control for just 15 minutes intensely fires up their prefrontal cortex. It builds profound neural networks of leadership, self-esteem, and creative confidence. Habit 2, the serve and return loop. This is the foundational building block of language and social intelligence. Imagine a game of tennis.
Your child serves by pointing at a dog, babbling a random sound, or bringing you a toy. You must return the serve. You make direct eye contact, smile, and reply with full, rich language. Yes, that is a big, fluffy brown dog. It doesn't matter if they cannot speak yet. Every time you complete a serve and return loop, you physically thicken the neural cables in their language centers. When a parent ignores the serve by looking at their phone, the loop is broken, and those vital language synapses are pruned away. Habit 3. Heavy work, proprioceptive input. If your toddler is bouncing off the walls, hitting or throwing massive tantrums, their nervous system is dysregulated. You must give them heavy work. The brain has a hidden sensory system called proprioception. It is how the brain knows where the body is in space. When a child feels out of control, their brain needs physical pressure to ground itself. Have them push a heavy laundry basket across the carpet. Let them carry a relatively heavy jug of water, or help you carry the groceries. The safe, heavy pressure on their muscles and joints sends a massive, immediate calming signal directly to their amygdala. It hacks their nervous system, turning a hyperactive toddler into a calm, focused child in seconds. Habit 4. The 60-second oxytocin gaze. We spend so much of our day managing our kids. Eat your food, put your shoes on, stop hitting. Their brains are constantly processing our demands. Once a day, you must pause for exactly 60 seconds. Stop what you are doing, get down to their eye level, look deeply into their eyes, and just smile. Ask for nothing, give no commands. Just exist with them. This zero-pressure, loving eye contact floods their brain with oxytocin, the ultimate bonding hormone. Oxytocin acts like a neurobiological fire extinguisher. It instantly wipes out the stress hormone cortisol. It physically wires their brain to know that they are safe, loved, and inherently valuable, exactly as they are.
Now, I can already hear the exhausted working parents panicking. Are you completely out of your mind? I work a 9-to-5 job. I have to cook dinner, clean the house, and do laundry. I barely have time to breathe. I do not have 2 extra hours a day to sit on the floor and do brain wiring exercises. I hear you, and your exhaustion is incredibly valid. But here is the perspective shift. You do not need 2 extra hours. The brain does not care about quantity. It cares about quality. Let's do the math. Floor time is 15 minutes. The oxytocin gaze is 1 minute. You can do the serve and return loop while you are cooking dinner. You can have them do heavy work by helping you push the laundry basket you are already going to move. This entire framework takes less than 20 intentional minutes out of your day. You aren't managing time. You are managing intention. Here is what you will notice when you start. Days 1 to 3, the boredom. The first time you sit on the floor for 15 minutes without your phone and without trying to teach them something, it will feel excruciatingly boring. Your adult brain is addicted to constant stimulation. Push through the boredom. Just observe them. Week 2, the regulation shift. By the second week, you will notice a drastic drop in their random hyperactive tantrums. Because you are implementing heavy work and the oxytocin gaze, their baseline anxiety will drop. They will start seeking you out for positive connection rather than negative attention. Month 1, the independent player. By the end of the first month, a miracle happens. Because you filled their connection cup with 15 minutes of highly focused, undivided floor time, they will suddenly be able to play independently for an hour while you cook dinner. You won't need the iPad anymore. Their brain will have the architecture to entertain itself. Giving up the electronic babysitters and getting down on the floor requires immense intentionality when you are tired. But fast forward 20 years from now, when your child is an adult, navigating a devastating career failure, a complex relationship crisis, or a high-pressure environment, they will not crumble. They won't draw their resilience from a light-up plastic toy they played with at age 3. They will draw their unshakable inner strength from the physical neural pathways you built. They will be grounded, confident, and deeply secure because you took 20 minutes a day to look them in the eye and let them lead. The hardware of their success is built by your hands. Every child is uniquely wired. I want to hear from you. Which of these 4 habits do you think your child will respond to the most? Will they love the heavy work of pushing the laundry basket or the absolute freedom of 15 minutes of floor time? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And speaking of frustrating behavior, what if you are doing everything right, but your child is still constantly cranky, uncooperative, and seems impossible to manage? Before you label them a difficult kid, click the video on your screen right now. You might be missing the 7 silent signs that your child isn't actually stubborn, they are just deeply sleep deprived. Subscribe to Mind Makers, and let's keep building those beautiful brains together.